What is going on YouTube? This is Ultimate Atomic 21 coming back with another video. And today I want to talk about a topic that I was been thinking about a few days ago. Wrestling related, obviously. To be really, this is really the serious me. No yelling, no screaming, no nothing. This is something very serious. For you new wrestling fans, if you guys new into wrestling and whatnot, I want you to let you guys know that there's this topic I want to talk about, and the topic of this video is what is the difference between a promo and a promo in front of the camera when you're talking a professional wrestler saying things against its opponent, or that's what a promo is. But I'll put my full details on a promo. And the other thing is a shoot interview. And I will explain what a shoot interview is when I progress the video. But before I get started, I will give congratulations to the Green Bay Packers for winning the 2010 Super Bowl. I'm glad that they won. They did deserve it. Aaron Rodgers, your Super Bowl MVP. Great job for the Green Bay Packers to win its fourth championship, Super Bowl championship, and I'll tell you, this is a complete team on both sides of the ball. You got to give a lot of credit to Mike McCarthy and Don Capers, and I don't know who the offensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers is, but give credit to those guys, and Aaron Rodgers, Clay Matthews, and Charles Woodson. You guys got a future. Well, not really Charles Woodson, because he's an old guy already. But there you go. Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers, and congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will not forget the Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys are a great team. Ben Roethlisberger, I know it wasn't your night, man. So many injuries though. Mostly on the Green Bay Packers. You lost Charles Woodson and well, Sam Shields came back. He was out. But then he came back. But it was so many injuries, man. Grueling injuries. And Donald Driver, man. That guy was very important. I mean, I know Greg Jennings is #1, but Donald Driver he is #2, straight up. But there you go, man. Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers for winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers making it into the Super Bowl. They did their thing, and we'll see what happens next season in the most exciting sport of all time, the NFL, football. So yeah, there you go. Now back to my topic. What is the difference between a promo or what is the difference between a promo and a shoot interview? All right. Now let me get to full details. Okay. Let's just the definition of a promo. I'm sorry, I'm starting a little. The definition of a promo is, in wrestling terms, is when a superstar or a professional wrestler that gets in front of the camera and says a few words to its opponent, saying, hey, let me tell you something, brother. Like Hulk Hogan, I'm going to take my 45-inch pythons and wham, and I'm going to eat my vitamins to say my prayers, and I'm going to launch my leg drop, and 1, 2, 3, and I'll be the WWE champion. That's a promo. That's a promo. Now, a shoot interview. This is that's how a promo works. So a promo is like this. A promo is where you are in front of the camera and you say a few words to your opponent, but it follows from its plot. It follows from a feud. It follows from a storyline. The plot of a storyline. That's what it is. Each storyline has its plots. It doesn't make any sense. Plots have each storyline. Sorry, I'm too much excitement. Each storyline has its plots. So that's what a promo comes in, and that is part of a storyline. A shoot interview is more of off the ropes kind of thing. It's not part of a script. For instance, Matt Hardy and Edge. If you guys remember, in 2005, Matt Hardy and Edge did not like each other. Why? It's because they were in a love triangle with Lita. Now, Matt Hardy wanted just to straight up, I mean, this was a shoot interview. He said so many things that he did so many things for Lita. You know, marriages and whatnot, and well, not marriages. I'm saying like more like engagements and love proposals and good stuff. Just good stuff for Lita. But Edge, denied that, and if I don't want to go to the details because you guys, you regular wrestling fans that know that watch that seen that before knows what I'm talking about. But whatever. In other words, and nevertheless, that's what a shoot interview is. Okay, let's make it another example. Let's say wrestler A and wrestler B. Let's say wrestler A is Ric Flair, and wrestler B is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. They like each other, they're best friends. But this is what happens when it's in a shoot interview. This is what actually happens. Wrestler A, which is Ric Flair, will say this to wrestler B. Ricky Steamboat will say, "Look, you are not a good wrestler because you're not cooperative. You're not cooperative. You don't care about the script. You harass my family. You make threats to me, but you're saying it in front of the camera, or you're saying it on when you're in the ring, when you're talking to the public, to the general audience on network TV. That's a shoot interview. That's not part of the script. When it's off the script, that's a shoot interview. When you say things like that this wrestler went to WCW or ECW and didn't do a great job, but you're talking to him that you were friends to him and when he went to WCW, you made him look like shit. And then you want to express your feelings towards it. It's a shoot interview, straight up, and that's what it works. Now, why I'm talking about this, because people are confused. A lot of wrestling fans are confused that is this part of the storyline? Are both beating themselves up and talking trash, but they mean it? They hate each other. Is that part of the storyline? No, it's not a part of the storyline. It's more of off the storyline. It's a shoot interview. It's a shoot. It's a shoot. So if you guys realize, if you new wrestling fans realize what is the difference between a promo and a shoot interview, there you go right there. A promo is, again, when you have a feud to its wrestler, to your opponent, and then you want, before you collide against this opponent, you want to talk a little trash. You want to say, "Oh, I'm going to beat you in the middle ring, 1, 2, and 3. I'll be the better man than this man." That's a promo. A shoot interview is, you harass my family. You said basically a lot of things that happened off the ring. That's not part of the storyline. That's not part of the script. That's a shoot interview. So there you go. That's the difference between a promo and a shoot interview. So that's it, because I don't know what else that I could bring up this conversation. Let me know what you guys think, because a lot of wrestling fans who are new into it are confused. But for like people like me, I wanted to bring this out of the way so people will understand the core of the wrestling business, the core of the wrestling industry. They want to know what really happens in the wrestling industry, and that's what shoots come in. Promos are on, they're in wrestling, but they're not, they're right there. But for shoots, some of them are blinded from, like, what? They're blinded of what is really going on in the wrestling business. You know, if these two hate each other straight up, that's straight up a shoot. That's straight up a shoot. But I'm talking about that's on the camera. When you're doing it on the camera on national TV and you hate this man, but you really hate it in real life, that's a shoot. Straight up. And a promo is something that you're feuding against this opponent and this and that. But there you go. That's it. I don't want to ramble it anymore. This is Ultimate Atomic 21, and let me know what you guys think, and take it easy.